Hello my lovely, Sophia here to do some readings. Cece, I have changed the prices my lovely, so make sure before you get one. Oh, sick of being cold, I am. Eman, you've got hot weather where you are, haven't you? You can come and live here and I'll go and live where you live. Hello, Addison. I didn't see you at the end of the last live that I did earlier today, but I did say goodbye to you. I wasn't sure if you were still in the chat or not. Excuse me. Oh, we're gone. No, that wasn't the dealy man. I said, you live here and I'll go and live where you live. Aditi, the details are in the chat just above where we've been. And Neela Kitten, you haven't looked at the new payment thing, have you? Yes, just check back where I put what I don't cover, just in case you ask something that is in the things I don't cover, which is, Addison might have beaten me to it, but there you go. Hello Stormy, how are you, my lovely? Okay. Okay, so we've got Neela, then it was a DT, oh, can't spell it, a DT, I think that's right, and then CC, paid readings. I'm just waiting for Neela to add to hers. And then we can crack on. And then we got Tanya to add to that as well. I wonder if I can edit it. No, I can't. Hello, Tanya. Is this someone else, Tanya? No, I'm just waiting for Neela to add to hers, and I will get into yours, all of you. There's Stormy as well. Stormy, the prices have changed, my lovely. That's what Neela was doing. Neela, are you... she might be adding the difference. And Iman. Right, okay. Neela, are you in the chat? Because Aditi, can you get ready to drop your question, my lovely? I can always come back to Neela. All right, okay, Tanya. Okay, let me do a new update on people. We've got Neela, Aditi, CC. Or okay, Neela. I might jump to Aditi if I see her question first. I've got, yes, my question is, but I can't see the question, Aditi, my lovely. I can see where you put, oh, here we are. There's a guy I met last night. Okay, can you give me an initial, please, for him, for me to tap into his energy, please? And also while you're putting in his initial, lovely, and which pile, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, my lovely, which one are you drawn to? 2. Okay. Okay, so what's it? KK. KK. You got 15, okay. Let's carry on with a couple of these, sorry. Okay, man. Right, okay. Aditi, my lovely. Let me just pull out 2 more, then we will begin with yours. Okay. The connection is very much still there. Okay, the heart knows what it wants. When you desire something, it's there for you to have, put it that way. Okay, now when this card came out, followed by that you're still in his heart, and then we had the beautiful 2 of Cups showing me that the connection is very much still there. You feel in your heart, so he's feeling it in his heart. Okay, the connection is there, and he's telling me here, you know, I'm yours, if you like. You know, I did have, you know, I do have feelings for you. I still think about you, but I wasn't sure why this was coming out. But they have answered it down here with this one. You are amazing and perfect for me, but am I who you want? I feel you deserve more. Okay, so that is sort of saying that he was so sort of taken aback by your beauty, by your personality, by you, that he feels that perhaps you're too, that you could have any guy, why would you want him? Just like you know, some people do, don't they? Some women look at guys and think, you know, oh, they're such a dish or whatever, you know. Sorry if I'm being out of turn here, but you know, they're so attractive, they could have any girl, what would they see in me? So there's a little bit of self-sabotaging that we tend to do because we don't feel that we're good enough or worthy enough when we are. Okay, so I feel that that's what sort of is going through his head when he thinks about you. His heart is telling him yes, but then in his head he's like, what if I'm not enough? What if I'm not good enough looking for her because she's so beautiful and gorgeous? Okay, he sees you as beautiful and gorgeous. Okay, so it's sort of a bit for extremes, like stepping out of his comfort zone here, because I feel that he would be, am I enough for you? Okay, am I good enough? That sort of feeling is coming through. Now, we do have here that he is perhaps a little bit set in his ways. Could be a little bit headstrong or stubborn on some things, but the rest of the cards here are he's very romantic, loving, attentive, spoil you, generous, compliment you, and also genuine, sincere, kind, caring, and thoughtful. We also have here definite contact. Okay, I do see that with these cards, and here I see that you will come back into each other's lives. Also for you, these cards, sorry, are saying here a win-win outcome is forecast, the end of a tough cycle approaches, and a personal issue reaches resolution. Okay, so it's funny how they're all on a big full moon as well. The picture becoming clearer, I heard Spirit telling me then. When the moon comes out, it lights things up, doesn't it? Things becoming clearer to you. So here, Spirit is saying for your part of it, okay, because we're all connected by energy, what you feel, he feels, what you think, he thinks. Okay, Spirit is saying rather than being in that heartache energy of will I ever see him again, my heart's telling me we belong together but he lives somewhere else, and that's just keeping you closed off. It's keeping your energy closed off. It's not opening up your energy to allow the universe to bring it to you. Okay, so instead, when you think about him, think of the fun times, think of you in that, you know, what good things did you do, or you know, if he was here with you now, what would you be wanting him to say to you? You know, start to shift your energy, because this energy is keeping it stuck energy. Okay, start to shift the energy. Here as well, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal from the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So if you are annoyed at him for not contacting you or disappearing or whatever, or being in no contact, shift from that energy as well, because it is keeping you closed off. Okay, it's not allowing his energy to come in. A lot of readings that I do, Aditi, is seeing that your person is still thinking about you or wanting to come in, but the client's energy is still in the old story. Okay, here we have unseen, positive movement not yet seen, trust and faith. Have trust and have faith, because there is movement. He is still very much connected to you. He still thinks about you. And then we have definite contact directly from him. Okay, when, I don't know, I haven't got any timings out on this, but you will have your paths cross again, and he does feel what you feel. Okay, the only thing I'm seeing is that he feels that you're too good for him. Is he going to be enough for you? But you know he is enough. So that would be up to when you come back together, that, you know, if that does crop up as a fear of his, that you can say, no, you are, you know, don't put yourself down, sort of thing. You are good enough. You are adequate enough. Of course, I'm interested. Okay, so I hope that that's helped you, my lovely. And here as well, I miss you more than you will ever know. I just long to be back with you. I want to come back. He does want to see you, and there is movement going on. So let's open up your heart chakra. So when you think about him, loving energy, this beautiful loving energy here, not this closed off energy, okay? Loving energy rather than the closed off, focusing on everything that you don't have. Okay, you don't need to worry. Spirit is saying you don't need to worry about how it will happen, when it will happen. Just start giving it nice, positive thoughts when you think about him, as if he's there with you, and they will deliver him to you. They will make it possible if you are in alignment. But at the moment in this energy, they can't bring it in for you, because you're not in that energy match for it to come in. Okay, so shift your energy, my lovely, and it will come in. Even if you, Aditi, even if you, because your heart is always your truth, okay? It's your thoughts that aren't always your truth, because it's the ego comes in and says, well, of course you can't have him. He's gone away. He doesn't even live near you. Why would he even think about you? Okay, but your heart is your truth sat nav. So even if you, when you think about him and you start to think, well, how and when, okay, just say to yourself, it doesn't matter. My heart knows what's true, and so does his. Two hearts will find each other. Okay, I don't need to worry about that. I know what my heart is telling me, and I know his feels the same. Okay? But it is worth waiting for, sweetheart. Okay, it is worth waiting for, because he thinks about you. He hasn't forgotten about you. He still has feelings for you. Just trust what your heart is telling you, my lovely. Thank you, Neela. Yes, it's taken me flipping God knows how many sheets of paper trying to work these out. Okay, Neela. New property alert. No. Neela, what's your question, my lovely? And which decks do you want? Take out Neela's. Burger check today. I'm which again? Oh my goodness. You don't help yourself, do you? Blue. Okay. This blue, the light blue, 2, the dark blue. Number 2, these ones. Okay. Straight away telling you, turn your back on the thoughts that are not serving you. Okay, turn your back on it. If you don't drop the old story, you're going to not see the changes. Or you're going to get hot and cold. Righty-ho. Yeah, you put the work in, the work card. Turn your back on the thoughts that are not serving you. Put the work in. Okay? The Lovers. By focusing, every time you think about him, remember it's never about what you want. It has nothing to do with him. It's how you see yourself in regards to him, his girlfriend, his partner, okay, his wife, if you're wanting to marry him, how you're hearing him tell you what you want to hear. I love you. I love that we're together. I love everything about you. Okay, when you're focusing on the old story, you're focusing on the old version, and you're not going to see the changes. Okay, you can't, because you're dwelling in that. So you're going to get more evidence to support your old story than your new story. Yeah, it's making you closed off. Okay, it's making you closed off. So how can he come in? Yeah, well, we don't want to keep him in that story of where he's contacting your mum. We want him to be contacting you, and for the two of you to be together. But only you can change that by being the version of you that is with the version of him that you want, that is giving you what you want. Yeah, at peace here, and seeing him at peace and calm as well. Remember, what you think, they think. What you feel, they feel. It is a mirror. Okay, and there's telling you here, when you keep understanding that the mirror is only a reflection of you. Okay, the mirror cannot act without it being the instructions from you. You're the cause, the mirror is the effect of what is you're projecting to see reflected back. Okay, and you will see him coming towards you quickly. Okay, but you have to be in that zone of where you're in your world. Okay, you're only focused on what you want here. Yeah, you're so close. That's what they're telling me here. Look at the speed here where he's literally running to you. The minute you shift your energy from the old story and totally drop the old story and see the two of you together, it's a done deal. But you're not staying in it. You keep moving. Okay, work through your fears. Work through your fears. What are you scared of? Work through it. I'm scared he won't forgive me. Of course he'll forgive me. Because I'm not focusing on that version. The version that I'm interested in is forgiving, is loving. Okay, I can't forgive myself. Of course I forgive myself because there's a version of me that's already got it. So I'm going to get it. Okay, just drop the past completely. You're the one that keeps reigniting those old thoughts. Okay, remember that it doesn't exist until you throw light back on it again, my lovely. You're only getting in your own way, stopping you from getting what you want. Here. Exactly. What you think, I think. What you feel, I feel. Our hearts are one and our bond is unbreakable. Okay, I've been reflecting and thinking so much and can't move on. I don't want to ever lose you. So allow him to come in instead of keeping him shut out. Yeah, you're scared of being let down or disappointed here. Work through those fears. Why would you be let down and disappointed? Because you now understand conscious creating. You now know that it's all about you and the story you're telling yourself. And it's not to do with him. So you don't need to be scared of him or scared of being let down. Because you're not that old Neela anymore. Yeah, you feel okay. They brought out slow down. Okay, moving too fast, feeling pressurized. This is supposed to be them, but this is not. They're telling you that you keep slowing the process down. Okay, every time you're focused on your fears, you're slowing the process down. Okay. You know, even if you think about him contacting your mother, and if you go around in your day thinking, I wonder what they were talking about, or you ask your mum, well, why is he contacting you, and that, turn the story, make up the new story that he's contacting your mother because he's telling her that he wants to marry you, or he's coming to sweep you off your feet because he can't live without you, he can't move on without you. Change the story, my lovely. If you keep living in the old story, you will not see the new come in. Yeah, then you can be together. Okay, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. The two of you can be together here. Okay, so let's start changing that. There's still the romantic feelings are there on both sides, but you really need to drop this old freaking story that you are dragging around like a pile of weeds. Okay, free yourself from it. Why do you keep putting yourself through that? Spirit is saying, why? They're saying it doesn't matter how many times we tell you that he wants to be with you, we can't bring it in for you if you are turned away. Okay, because it's like delivering a parcel and it just sitting on your doorstep because you're not in. Okay, allow them to bring it into you. That's two people I've got to live with now. I've got to adopt a man and now live with you. Let's just see what this final one is. Yeah, attraction. It's about attraction. Attracting him to you energetically, not keep pushing him away. You wouldn't want me living with you for a week, Neela, because I would have probably killed you by the end of it. I'd be throttling you for keep going back into the old story. I'd be like, what the hell? Am I talking to the brick wall? Right, Cece, I think you were next, my lovely. Yeah, I think we definitely need to do the boot camp, don't we? Aditi, I've done, and CC. Okay, message from SP and to okay. Which pile for you, CC? Right, let me just put in this blurb as well. Pile 4. Okay, my lovely. Wait un momento. Uno momento. I do also affirm that all my clients are success stories, so you will be one day. But let's make it sooner rather than later. Okay, CC number 4. 4 for your... Okay, straight away, drop in the old story, okay, the past, okay, take action in your thoughts regarding him. I know you're asking from him. I will look at, it will come out, but they will always tell you why you're not seeing that, the situation change. Yes, we're on stop, but I want this to change. We are so good together. Can't we work things out? Okay, so yes, you're on stop, but you keep putting the brakes back on. When I was shuffling, then Spirit was saying to me to remind you of when you were in that energy with your friend of literally like having that banter between you both, where it was a done deal, you were getting engaged or married or whatever. Okay, that was the energy that should be kept going. Okay, you don't have to be in that feeling excited about it, but in that calm, knowing it's a done deal. Or you are. Remember, it's who you are feeling like, not what you're wanting. If you're in that wanting, in that longing stage, you're not in that wish fulfilled stage. Okay. Yeah, you're picking over the old bones again. Okay, when you're picking over the old story, that old story is dead. Okay, you're not going to fight, it's not going to change. So we have to leave it alone. Okay, we're not going back to keep up the work. Okay, you have to keep those cogs turning. Energy needs momentum. Okay, so it needs to be, if you're wanting the change, you have to keep it going in this right direction, not the wrong direction. We'll keep that one out to remind you, you know, the happy thoughts here. Having those happy thoughts. Okay. Yes, he's still interested. He wants you to still be hopeful, and he wants you to be optimistic, being that happy, okay? Not in the old story there. You know, you don't have to physically do it with her if she doesn't want to play that game anymore, but you can, you know, every night when you fall asleep, you can imagine that you're telling her. Okay, she's asking you about, you know, what did you and SP do today? Oh, we went out, we went shopping, or he took me out for a meal, or whatever. Okay, remember, it's you're creating the new ideal relationship, not what the old one would have done. You're bringing in the best version. Weren't you doing it with a friend where you were both having a conversation together as if you were already with your SP back along? Yeah, you got to see it as a new love. It's a completely new relationship. You're having the ideal, perfect version of him turn up. You're hearing what you want him to say, that he loves you, he adores you. Okay, you're the only person he wants. Okay. So, you know, how you would be feeling, how he's showing up for you, how you're showing up in the relationship, how the relationship looks new. Okay, brand new, how you want it to be. You're writing the script, remember. Yeah, so release that old fucking story there. Let it go. It's not serving you. Old script makes you feel like fuck. Okay, so we're not going to go into that old script. Yes, but you don't have to physically talk to her. Remember, inner conversations, you can talk to anybody now in this moment by going within and talking to them. That is the real. Okay, 3D is the delay, the old. So let's look at any advice here. Well, I think they've given you enough advice there anyway. But let's carry on and see what comes out. Yeah, believing, having fun, going in your imagination like children do when they're playing. Okay, when they're play role, playing with their teddies or their dolls or whatever. Okay, they are imagining that those toys are alive. They're imagining. Yeah, well, at least you recognized, okay? If you're even 80% in the new story and 20% in the old, what's going to win? The 80% of the new story. You haven't messed it up. As if you're 80% in the old story and then dipping in and out in the new story. That's what's going to cause the delay. Okay, then you will get the news that you want. Okay, then you will get the news that you want when you start imagining it within. Everything is done within. Yeah, be strong, have that confidence and courage. Okay, to trust and believe. Yeah, watching those thoughts, cutting them out. Okay, like this. I love this. This is me. Okay, this is me. I don't take no shit. When those thoughts come in, I am chop, 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 chop. Why? Because I'm wiser now. Okay, I focus on what I want. Basically, because I know about parallel realities now, that if there's a version of me that's fucking got it, I'm having it. Why would I deny myself of it? Oh, it's all right. I'll just suffer in this life, in this timeline, while there's a version of me that's enjoying it. Fuck that. Okay, I am aligning my thoughts as if I've walked through a door and I'm in my perfect timeline. How am I feeling? What am I doing? What am I thinking? Okay, why would I want to dwell on anything else? That's what's given me the kick up the arse, to not waver. Okay, and I've realized it's nothing to do with outside of you. It's got to be done within. Whatever you're seeing on the 3D, you have to literally slam it down and go, whatever, fuck you 3D. I am standing in front of this reality mirror and I am not budging until I see the reflection come in that I do want to see, because I'm not settling for anything else. I'm not taking second options or plan B, C, D or E. Okay, so that's really what's kept me grounded. Okay, and even if I do catch myself having old thoughts, it physically makes me feel sick. I'm like, why would I be repeating this shitty story that's got me nowhere in the first place? I am not going to keep doing that to myself. Okay, so I stay within. I hear people telling me what I want them to hear. I see the day how I wanted to see the day. I am living fully in the new story within. Okay, and then it gets reflected back to me. Even if it's a day or two later or a week or a month, it always shows up because I've remained faithful to it. Yes, again, you know, he is genuine, he's sincere. Okay, he's or having show up as this version. If you don't see him as that version when you think about him, no, he is genuine. Of course he loves me. He's sincere. He thinks the world of me. He'll do anything for me. I'm the love of his life. Okay, you're telling yourself the new story, my lovely. And one last one of these. Exactly. Not looking at the time. Time is an illusion. Okay, when you are still looking at, oh, but it's been 3 years and 1 day and 6 hours and 22 minutes, you're keeping that in place because you're still focusing on it's not here. Okay. Yeah, taking action in your thoughts. Okay, taking positive actions so that you are feeling like you are in the relationship. If you are still looking for it, what is that telling you? How can you be looking for something you're supposed to already have, even if it's just the knowing that it's done? Okay, you wouldn't be looking for it if you know that you're going on holiday. You're not waiting at the airport every day with your suitcase for 6 months or whatever. Okay, if you booked it for 6 months time, you know that that day is going to come. Yeah, battle those thoughts. Victory over your thoughts. Okay. Don't forget, don't beat yourself up when the old story does pop up. You are the observer of your thoughts. Remember, your thoughts do not control you, you control your thoughts. So an old story pops up. Okay, so if you've done enough of the work to know that it's a done deal, okay, and then so for me, okay, I get to a point where I will start going to the news story. When I think of what it is that I want, I will go to the news story more often than not. Okay, because I've affirmed it enough. I've felt like I do a little scene or I script that it's done and I know it's done. Okay, so every time it pops into my head, I then, at first, I'm going to keep going back to the old story or my current 3D. Oh, it's not here yet, or I haven't seen any change. I have to really stay within until when I think about it, it's automatically coming as a new story. But if I am where I've got to that new story and an old thought comes in, I observe it. I either look at it and say, oh, it's okay, that's, nope, it's this that's happening. Or it just shows me that I haven't impressed it enough, or I've still got those fears attached to it. So I will write down those fears. Why? Okay, why do I think it's not going to happen? I know that nobody has free will in my reality. I know that nobody has any power over me. I know that it's my thoughts that are creating. So if I can't trust and have faith in myself, then who can I ever trust and have faith in? Because there's nothing out there stopping me from having what I want. Okay, so I observe it. I don't beat myself up about it, my lovely. Okay, so that version where you're still together is still there. It's never going to go away. Even if you decided today that you didn't want to be with him, there's still that timeline where you're together. You're the only one with free will to choose which timeline you want. Okay, so even if you didn't want him anymore, that's still going to be there. You just won't encounter it because you are choosing not to be in that one. Okay, so there's nothing to ever fear. It's all about you. Okay? Right, Tanya, my lovely. Which pile do you want, Tanya? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Deck 5 for you. Tanya, has he been in a relationship that he's just come out of, or is he in a relationship that he's not happy in? Because I don't feel this is you in that miserable situation. Here, I feel it's him. Something revealed about a relationship. Unless he's told you how miserable he's been without you. But I feel it's something here that he's telling you about a relationship. Yeah, letting go of something here. Being kept in the dark. Yeah. He's definitely got feelings for you. Definitely. Or, again, it could be that he's been keeping you in the dark about what's been going on in a relationship with him. Maybe you feel the other person because he's still contacting me now and then. No, I'm not asking about him. I'm focusing on the other one's energy, Taurus. And Spirit saying, no, it's not the other one. This is this Taurus. Is either let me finish the reading and I will round it up here. Right, okay. Yeah, I definitely feel that there's a lot more going on with that situation that is keeping you in the dark about. You know, sometimes we don't always want to talk about shit that's going on in our lives. But it is definitely showing me here. I do feel he does have feelings for you. I do feel that he can come across as a little bit stubborn sometimes. Or lets pride get in the way a bit here. Very proud person perhaps. Stubborn, it does say arrogant, opinionated and cocky, full of themselves. But I don't feel it's as bad as that. I just feel more a pride thing. Yeah, it's in the darkness. I don't feel that he's told you everything. There's something he's keeping back here from you. But he is trying to work through it. And I do feel that he does have feelings for you. It's not really coming out as like a future together. I'm not getting a lot of energy from this. It's very slow energy. purely because of what he is actually going through. Yeah, he is quiet at the moment because of what he's going through here. I just want to pull another one on this here. Yeah. Here. The interference, it's, I feel it's quite not as strong a word as nasty, but what he's going through is a lot. Okay, a lot here. He's definitely not giving you the whole picture here. So overall, regarding it, again, it's your choice whether you want to invest your energy in this person. It's entirely up to you, Spirit is saying. You know the law by now, they're saying. You know about consciously creating. So at the moment, he's got a lot of shit that he is dealing with. And I think he's told you a tiny little bit of it. Okay. Hence, mushrooms grow in the dark. Okay. He's definitely holding something back from you here. Probably just because he doesn't want to talk about it. You know, when he's with you, why would he want to talk about all that shit? He doesn't want to sort of, you know, he just wants to run away from it or not keep going over it. So spending time with you or talking with you is helping him to forget about it. Okay. Again, age is just a number. Doesn't matter whether he is older or younger or the same. Okay. It's what meaning you give to it. So yes, I feel that he is interested in you. So again, follow what your heart is telling you, not what your head is telling you. I feel at the moment just sort of be a shoulder to, well, to be there. Okay. Rather than to start going into the romantics of it at the moment, because I feel what he's going through, he would be very all over the place. As well as the energy I'm getting there. Okay, Stormy, I don't know if you're still here, my lovely. Hello, my lovelies. Stormy, which deck do you want, my lovely? Iman, you're after Stormy if you are flitting around in the chat, my lovely. Energy update on You have, yes, Stormy, whichever one you're called to. Let's go with these. We haven't had these today. Right. Yeah. When that little pile that flicked over was showing me that things are not good between him and his person, and there we have the Three of Swords straight away. Okay, so I do feel that's ending. Okay. Yeah, his emotions are all over the place at the moment here because of what's going on. I just heard then Spirit say she's becoming unbearable. It's getting to that point where he doesn't even want to be under the same roof as her. It's just, there's no let up with it. It's just horrible. Yeah. It's just, he just wants to get away. Even if it was just literally with the clothes on his back. Not a nice energy at all coming from the situation that he is in with this. But it's good because you don't want him there, you want him with you, so that's good. Yeah, revealing things here. Okay. Yeah, with this connection. He's definitely thinking about you. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Okay, he's picking up on your thought transmission to him there. And things, when I was shuffling them, the reason is because I was tuning in and I heard, you know, he's literally like sat there going, cold-hearted bitch. You know, what the hell am I doing? This is, ugh. She repulses him. Okay, she absolutely repulses him. Put it this way, when he comes to you, there will be no love lost there. Okay, there's no love lost there. Yeah, you know, you're going to seem like a fucking goddess compared to her. It's intense, and I think we've had that the last few times, that energy of it's near enough over there, you know, there's nothing there. Yeah, you know, he's literally just throwing himself into music, I'm hearing, you know, into his work, into the music, to keep himself out of the home as much as possible. Yeah, literally, like every spare second he's off, you know, out of there. I'm getting there is like, because he doesn't want to be with her and he's making the excuses to go and do his music, that she is making the situation worse because she's getting jealous. She's not understanding that she's the problem. Okay, so she's like, well, who have you got then? Where are you going? What are you doing? And he's literally like, nothing. I've been doing my music, which he has been, but she's making it worse because the more she's banging on at him like that is putting a nail in her own coffin, basically. Okay, so he's definitely pulling away. Yes, definitely. What's that one? Yeah, you're very much connected here. Okay, so make sure you're taking action in your thoughts. Yeah, you're all I want. I love you so much. Nothing can come between us. Victory will be ours. Definitely. And here as well, what do we have about his emotions all over the place? My emotions are all over the place. I can't eat or sleep. Okay, because definitely because he just doesn't want to be there. No, that's an old one. He definitely has your back. He will be very supportive when he comes in, respectful and appreciative. Here. Like I said here, goddess. You're going to be a complete fucking goddess compared to what he's got there. But again, when you think about her, what do we say? I don't know who that is. Okay, I don't know who that is. I've never seen that person before. They do not exist in this reality of mine or in my SP's life. Okay, we don't sit there chuntering, yes, she's a bitch, etc., etc., okay? We don't go over that old story. We're not keeping her alive with any energy. No, that is my own meaning. So I just bought a deck of cards so I could write shit on them. Hidden rumors, gossip, lies, things not as they seem. So definitely in a negative way here. So a lot of shit that's going on there. That you're totally unaware of. Well, you're not now because I've just told you. Face to face, bump into, surprise, planned. Okay, you're going to come face to face with him. Definitely. And good news as well on the grapevine that's going to give you hope. And again, third party there, but it doesn't matter. We have got hours, days, 2 weeks max. So you might hear, even if it's just hearing something about him and not physically from him, but you will come face to face with him. Definitely. Again, these timings are new. Okay, you know, I don't normally do timings, but I thought I'd throw some timings in there. Definitely worth waiting for. Definitely worth waiting for, this is. So stay optimistic. And then the two of you getting to know each other. Okay, again, and soon. It's going to be soon where he's expressing how he feels to you. So it is coming in. Definitely. if you do go to that thing tonight, Stormy, and they do say about the twin flames, okay, see it as more as mirrored souls. Because again, if you go by the law of assumption, which is in our lives every day, that which you're assuming to be true and what you're thinking about will become your truth. So for those of them, if they start talking about, yes, the runner and chaser, remember that if people are constantly believing that their person is the runner, they will remain the runner. Okay, just see it as mirrored souls, soulmates, and then the mirrored souls. Okay, because if they keep focusing on, remember, what you focus on grows. So if those poor people, I've had clients who've come to me over the years, we're twin flames, they're the runner, I'm the chaser, and I say, drop it. Drop the label of runner and chaser. Okay, look at it as we're mirrored souls. Of course, we're meant for each other, okay, but drop the runner, because they will always run from you. Even if they catch you up, they will run because you're assuming that they're going to run, okay, because that's the part in it. So if you have any of that, then you can set them straight on there. Because it's held so many of my clients back, okay, by focusing on the runner. Oh, but they're the runner. Just see it as, you can use twin flames, but not the runner chaser. Because it keeps it away from you. They keep on running. They will always run. Okay, Iman, are you back with us, my lovely? Good, 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 good. Okay. And which deck do you want? Okay. Deck number 1. Right. Ooh. Yeah, of course he's going there to see you. Okay, he's really feeling that pull. He's feeling those emotional about you. He's got those emotions. He's wanting to keep seeing you here. Feeling that pull, definitely. Yeah, passionate about you, strong feelings for you, desiring you, wanting you here. Yeah, feeling more confident, more secure coming in around you as well because of the work that you've been doing here. Yeah, messaging you, contacting you, emailing you, you know, whatever, wanting that contact here. Like you say, turning up when he doesn't need to turn up. Yeah, serious about you. But they are saying, because it says official person, you know, he's pretending to be there on official business when he's not. He's just using that as an excuse. So yes. And you said a Tuesday, didn't you? The second day of the week, if you like, Monday, Tuesday, on the second day, because he knows that you're going to be there, so the two of you can be together. They're drawing me to that. Yeah, because he wants to be with you here. Courtship here. Yeah, will you? Yeah, he can't hide from us, can he? Can't hide from us. We know. You know, sneaky little tricks. Yeah, I dream about us together again. Our hearts are still connected. We're a perfect match. And here, I don't know how you still feel about me, but in my heart, I know we belong together. So he's definitely thinking about you here. Again, you're looking at the circumstances. Don't look at the circumstances that's causing a block. I mean, an obstacle. You're focusing on something. It's not your job, the how and the when. Okay, so don't focus on, oh, well, O's in the room. You're creating another story there. Let it go. You're not interested in what is going on in the 3D. Okay, all you're doing is staying within where he's telling you how he feels. Right, okay. Well, you did ask about some affirmations, so I'll tell you what I want you to do in a moment. Yeah, positive movement, not yet seen. Have trust, faith, okay, in the unseen. Within, oh no, it's way too far away. It did get caught on my finger, so... This is saying finances, not that one, because that's not relevant. Not doing any DIY. Offer, pay rise, unexpected windfall, help or advice. Okay, so but he might come in sort of, you know, wheedling in, oh, I'm just here to help on the project, or I'm just overseeing things, or some kind of excuse. He'll be using that as an excuse work, definitely. So allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Now that's what I'm going to give you in those affirmations. Remember, there is no strong affirmation. Okay, there is no, a lot of people think there must be a magic affirmation that's going to shift everything. No, it's what you believe in, what you're telling yourself, the story you're telling yourself. How would you talk to a friend? Okay, if somebody asked you, how are you and why getting on? What would you say? If you were in your perfect, you know, you'd already got that relationship. You know, oh my God, he loves me so much. he's told me I'm literally all he thinks about all day long. Okay, he loves being in my company. He loves talking to me. He hangs on every word I say. He only has eyes for me. Okay, so in your mind, every time you think about him, okay, oh my God, he is so in love with me and only me. He just can't stop thinking about me all the time. I'm the only one he wants to be with. Oh my God, I'm the love of his life. Okay, he is, what else have we got here that you can use? He can't get enough of me. He desires to be with me. His desire to be with me is so deep. He's addicted to me. He longs for me all the time. I'm always on his mind. He's totally into me. I'm all he ever thinks about. He can't keep away from me. And then it feels so good knowing how much he loves me and wants me and only has eyes for me. I'm the love of his life. But also, remember, it's not about what you want. It's about who you are. You've got to see yourself as a man in that relationship, being chosen, being spoiled, being loved, being cherished. Okay, so it feels so good to be back together again. It feels so good that we're in a happy, loving, romantic, committed relationship right now. Okay, we have the best intimate moments together. We are, it's him who initiates everything, and he loves doing it. Okay, he's so romantic and affectionate and passionate and attentive towards me. He's so caring and supportive and protective. He's always honest to me about how he feels about me. Start to bring it in, okay? Instead of keeping it away from you. You don't have to figure out the how and the when. If you start to stick sticky beak into the how and the when, remind yourself that's not my job. My job is to feel like a man who is in that relationship. So I close my eyes and I hear him telling me what I want to hear. Okay. There was a good Neville story. I've not heard it at all, but I heard it on somebody's channel today, where Neville's given a lecture and he's talking about a guy who lived in a foreign country. I'm not going to go into the details, but he literally always had hand-me-downs. He had, he'd never had a new pair of shoes. He'd never had a new pair of trousers. He had hardly anything to eat. Don't forget, this is going back to Neville's times back in the 30s, 40s. And he where he worked, or he worked for his father's business or something, or he took on his father's business, but it was very much hand to mouth. He imagined, he was in the queue at the bank and he was trading in the copper coins and silver. Okay, so he was putting in money to get the copper coins and the silver coins back. And he'd noticed before he went to the bank how similar the copper and the silver coins looked. Okay, so whilst he was stood in the queue at the bank, he imagined to himself, wouldn't it be funny if the guy at the checkout, at the till, didn't realize that he'd given me all silver coins because they looked the same. He didn't realize his mistake. Well, he went to the checkout, and the man hadn't made a mistake, and he went back, but he was thinking, all the way back, what would I do if he had have made that mistake? What would I do? I would go and eat until it came out of my ears. I would buy myself new shoes. I would buy myself new trousers. The next day, when he went to the bank, the man did make the mistake. Okay, and when he got back, he realized that the guy hadn't given him any copper coins. It was all silver. And he ate until, he said he did wrestle with his should I take it back, because that's not how I was brought up, but he did realize that the law is the law. If you desire something, it's yours to have. There's no guilt, there's no shame. Okay, so he did go and eat whatever he could until he was stuffed. He bought new shoes and he bought new trousers. Okay. And then he went on to say that whenever he had somebody who didn't pay, he never chased them for the money. He just sat down and wrote a thank you note to them as if they had paid, and they always did. Okay, so if he noticed a client hadn't paid, rather than rattling their cage and causing any ill feeling or whatever, he literally wrote a little note as if he was writing to them. It's all in your imagination. Your imagination is what's creating your 3D. Okay, so go within your imagination. If you're not going within and telling the news story, and you're still caught up in and reacting to the 3D, you're not going to see the changes. You're not changing anything in 3D. It's already been written. That script is playing out. Okay, you can't change it. It's written. You've written it. You have to focus on the new script. Okay, so all you're interested in doing, Iman, is not, what you're doing is doing a few affirmations, seeing yourself together, but then you're going to work and you're looking at the 3D and O's in the way, and there's this in the way, and there's that in the way. You're not allowing it to fully come in because you're going back to reacting and trying to control the 3D. Okay, we don't do the work in the mirror. If you look in a mirror and your hair is a mess, you don't adjust the mirror. You have to adjust yourself. Everything has to change within you first before you see it reflected back. Okay, so all you do is, again, an assumption when persisted in will become a fact, will harden into fact. Okay, so you have to keep feeling, you know, oh my God, he loves me. You're already a couple. Okay, or you know it's a done deal. Of course he fancies me. Why the fuck wouldn't he? Okay, I'm the love of his life. I'm the prize. I'm number one. I'm his number one priority. Okay, so start to feel, embody the feeling of you in the wish fulfilled. How would you feel? What would you be hearing from him? What would he be doing? Okay, coming into work on a Tuesday and wrapping his arms around you, or, you know, we're going on a date tonight, right? Okay, or whatever. Okay, it's your story. Again, here, just to remind you, the external world is a mirror of your internal world. Okay, the mirror can only confirm what you are now. It can't cause anything by itself because it's the mirror. Okay, it won't lead to anything if you wait for the results. Waiting leads to more waiting. It can only show up if you are it within. And if you are it within, there is no waiting. Okay, in the moment that you assume to be who you want to be, you are in the wish fulfilled. So you can't wait. Okay, because you've given it to yourself. You're not waiting for anything. If you wait, you will always get more waiting mirrored back to you. Okay, you have to be who you want to be now. So reminding yourself that you are it now. That's why the affirmations are there. That's what an affirmation is. When you're telling yourself, he doesn't want to be with me, he probably doesn't like me, you're creating more of that. So the point of affirmations is for you to think the opposite. Of course he loves me. Of course he wants me. The affirmations do not bring you what you want. The affirmations are to put you in the feeling or in the knowing that that's who you are. I am in a loving relationship. He loves me. How does that feel to you to hear him tell you that he loves you, that he wants to be with you? Okay, that's the whole point of it. You're not waiting for it to manifest to then see it as you've got it. You have to do it within first, okay? Okay, Addison, then Alexandria, then Jess, then Lisa. Lisa, the others have made it back up, okay? So just add the extra there. Which pile do you want, Addison, my lovely? Okay, you'll go last. Thank you. Okay. Alexandria, which pile do you want, my lovely? I am, thank you. Rewrite you. Okay. Hang on a moment, I've just got an itchy eye. Lisa, I just need you to top yours up, my lovely, or else I can do you the refund on the 10. Okay, my lovely. I've got Jess, then I've got you, Lisa. Okay. And I'm just doing Alexandria's now. Oh, why am I putting that there? Okay. What I'm getting from this, Alexandria, is there may be a journey here. We do have courthouse, but it can be documents. So there may be one of you have to go on a journey somewhere here. That did come out. Also, things should pick up between you both in the business. Here. So the talk about the business side of things will make him start to put more effort in. We do have here set in ways, headstrong and stubborn. So if you're seeing him as that, then you might have to watch it back, Lisa, Alexandria, because everybody else has heard me. I can't talk any louder because I'm talking how I have been, and that's quite loud as it is. Set in ways, headstrong and stubborn. So if you're thinking any of those thoughts like, oh my God, he's so set in his ways, he's so stubborn, he's so headstrong, okay, drop that story or else you're going to keep seeing it. We do have apology and we do have confused here. So I feel that's on his side, the confusion, and he may have to apologize to you, or he may be wanting an apology from you. I don't know. But we do have here that, of course, he has feelings for you. The chemistry is definitely still there. There's a strong magnetic attraction. We also have commitments, okay, and we have faith. Having faith that what you want will be born into the 3D, okay. We do have distant horizons, so we don't want to make it longer than it is. So again, stay in your wish fulfilled. Okay. We're doing our legal papers for immigration together. Okay, right. Okay, so that could be what that is there. Coming in about the documents here. Even if you're not physically journeying anywhere, then it can be because it's been a long journey, a long process. Okay, you've been on that journey, if you like. So change in him business-wise. Getting those documents sorted here. Again, Spirit telling you that, of course, there's chemistry there. Why do you doubt it? You know, again, that's not staying in the feeling that you are a couple, because you're still seeing yourself as not a couple. Okay, you do your imaginal acts or your scripting, but then you're reacting back to 3D, so it's keeping it in the distant. Okay, you're causing your own time delay, Spirit is saying here. So just have faith with your inner imaginal acts. Okay, that's the whole point of being a deliberate creator, is that you do not need to have discussions, and that's where you keep causing the delay. You keep reacting to the 3D and sitting down and having talks, and Spirit is saying it's just pushing what you want further away, hence the fact that you haven't got what you want yet, because you keep reacting back to 3D. You're going back to the old story, the old Alexandria. You're not in the new Alexandria with your new version of him. Okay, so yes, business-wise, the talk did well business-wise, but it's not done anything for the relationship as such. Okay, the documents will get sorted. Of course, the chemistry is there, but you've got to come within and have that faith that it's your imagination that creates, nothing in 3D. And you keep reacting to 3D. Okay, how many times have you told me that you've had talks and discussions? Are you in? Have you got what you wanted yet? No, so stop interfering in the middle. You don't need to. That's the whole point. Everyone is you pushed out, my lovely. What you want them to think and feel is what you're saying to yourself is how they're thinking and feeling. He loves me. He is so in love with me. He's obsessed with me. He can't stand being away from me. I'm all he thinks about. You don't need to keep questioning him in the 3D. That's where you're causing the delay. Okay, so yes, of course you'll be together, but are you going to keep pushing it off into the distance? And you're still focusing on current circumstances, which is everything that, the law says not to do. So, yeah, you are causing it to be that long because you're not seeing the changes, because you're not sticking to the new story. Okay. So, with the money situation, you don't fix anything. You can't fix the 3D. Okay, that's how us humans, when we're asleep, do things. Okay, you're now consciously awake that everything is done within. So what do you want the outcome to be? There's a timeline where you've already got your perfect outline. What does that look like to you? That you've got a thriving business together. He's all in on the business and on you. So if you walked into a room and there was your dream outcome, how would you be thinking? What would you be hearing? What would you be seeing? How would you be feeling? Okay, that is being in the wish fulfilled, in the end, living in the end. You start at the end. The how and the when is not your job. So staying within, we're creators, not reactors. If you keep reacting to the old script, you're going to keep the old script in place. So as I don't know your whole story with the money issue, and I don't have time to discuss it on here, this is not a mentoring session. Okay, for what is the outcome you want? That he's totally committed to the business. Okay, he is putting his side of the money in, or earning his side of the money, whatever it is that you're wanting. Okay, you have to feel like Lisa's, sorry, not Lisa, it's not Lisa's turn, Alexandria's, who has that ending. Okay, when there's something I want, I do not keep reacting to the 3D. Whatever the 3D crap is showing me, I don't engage in it. Okay, yes, I will do what minimal I have to do, even if I have to go along with the flow of that old script. But I'm not keep buying into it. I'm sticking to my story within. Okay, so I can see, I know that your energy has not changed. Okay, because you keep saying, I keep sitting down and having a big talk. Well, these big talks are getting you absolutely nowhere, and nothing has changed over the last God knows how many months. Okay, it's still basically the same script that you keep repeating back to me. We have a talk, there's still a third party. I don't think he's interested. Oh, but then he says he likes me, then he says he doesn't. It's still the old script that you're clinging to, and it's not changing. You have to be all in, not flip-flopping between the two, reacting and creating. It doesn't mix. And we want everybody to get what they want, because there's already a version of you that's got it. So focus on it. If you walked into a door that you were suddenly in that perfect outcome, how would you be feeling? What would you be hearing people say? Every morning I do a visualization that I'm walking along a corridor and there's a big gold door at the bottom, and I go in that door and I see myself as a perfect version of me, how I want to look. Slimmer, longer hair, thicker hair, okay, slim body. And then there's a group of people there. Oh, this is my so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so, all the people that I know. How am I hearing them talking to me as if I'm introducing it? Got a friend with me walking in. Oh, this is, say, my mum. oh, she's so fit and healthy and well. You know, and I hear her saying, oh, you know, yes, this is my daughter. You know, I love my daughter, etc., etc. I'm going around hearing people, and then I'm going to my business as if this is my business. I open a door as if that's all the money in there that's in my bank account, because I have trouble visualizing it in my bank account. So I'm imagining that I'm opening a door with a room full of money. This is all the money I've got in my bank account because I'm so rich. Okay, this is me in my dream house. This is me with my dream holiday. This is me with my dream relationship, etc., etc. I am living in my end all the time. Okay, I'm literally just following, letting the script unfold in 3D, but in my inside, internal world, because I know everything is me pushed out, I have to stick to the new story within. So the papers should get sorted out. He should be more conforming with the business side, but see him as that. You're only seeing him that is in your mind, you know, as if you're talking to a friend. Oh, you know what? He's totally changed person. He's all in on the business. Okay, he's pulling his weight. He's helping me with this. You're hearing him saying to you, what do you want me to do next? Where are we going next? Oh my God, we brought in this much money or whatever. Okay, everything has to be done within. There is absolutely nothing that is done in 3D. It's already the old. That script has been written. It's not going to change. And when you keep trying to change it, it's not on that film. It's not in that film. Okay? You've already done that film. And in that film, you're not together. You're not got the business up and running how you want it to. He's still with a third party. You have to make the change within. As no one to change but self. You're not changing him. You're not sitting down having talks to change him. You're doing the changing within, and then you will get that reflected back. That's why you're not seeing that's why you're getting the hot and cold. Right, Jess, my lovely. Which pile do you want? Addison, can you close the readings actually now, please, lovely? Or just check that if anybody's making a payment. Okay, Paris. I don't know what's going on. Okay. So for you here, Jess, as well, if there's still no contact between you, okay, don't worry about it. It's just because he's sorting stuff out his end. Okay. He will be back in. Okay. Can't stop thinking about you. Desperate to see you. Nothing can stop me. Okay, so definitely this is telling me here that he can't stop thinking about you. All of these cards here. You know, thinking about you, coming back in, thinking about you there. Even sort of envious of the fact that you're out of your situation and, you know, you're doing so well. Okay, here as well, you know, oh my god, you know, she's had the balls to get out of her situation. So he will catch up with that. Okay, he is sorting stuff out. Again, there's movement here, things changing where he is. Yours, the beautiful Two of Cups, and thinking the world of you. Okay, again, you know, wanting to be with you, thinks the world of you here. And again, Spirit showing me that they're bringing him towards you here. Okay. We've got two cards of peace where you're feeling calmer, or if you start to get a bit spiraling again, just get back into that centered calmness. Okay, don't start overthinking things. Start, you know, seeing him as appreciating you, valuing you. Okay, and definitely you appreciating and valuing yourself. And we have a timing card within the next 6 to 12 months. Okay, within. Okay, well, tomorrow could be within that time. Okay, so this shouldn't go on past that timeline for you two to be together. Okay, don't look at it as that. Oh no, 6 to 12. No, within. Okay, it shouldn't go with past that if you keep in the current energy you're in. Okay, so keep feeling like Jess, who is in that relationship. Okay, and it will come about. He's definitely cutting things out of his life now. Definitely serious about it. Okay, which he has been for weeks. His energy has not changed. He's not changed. He's not, you know, he's gone quiet, but it's not because he's withdrawn from you. It's because he's focusing on cutting things out of his life and sorting out that side. Okay, but he will definitely, like I said before, he wants to see you face to face. So that will come in. Okay, but I feel, you know, this time, even if it was this time next year at the very, very latest, you will be together. And I don't mean the day you get together. I mean you will be established together as a couple. So keep going, my lovely. Rewrite you. Can't remember where you are for the. What time is it where you are at the moment? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're 5 hours behind me. Okay. Email me some times for tomorrow or Friday of when you'll be free, bearing in mind that you're 5 hours behind me. And I think it was Skype, wasn't it, that we did the session on before? But remind me anyway. Put all the details in the thing and I'll work around whatever time you're free. Okay, Lisa, my lovely, what is your question and which pile do you want? Then it's Paris, then it is Addison. Okay, put your FaceTime number in the email to remind me of what it is. Yeah, it is working. Okay, just be patient. Remember, if you're impatient, then you've fallen out of the state of having it. Okay, or in that knowing that it's a done deal. So keep putting the work in, but be patient. You know, working on Lisa who knows it's a done deal, or Lisa who feels like she's in the relationship, or getting that version, doing those inner conversations, okay, with hearing him telling you what you want to hear. Here. But it's showing me here that it's, you know, it is shifting. Yeah, him coming forward, talking to you here. Yeah, again, we're not looking for it. Okay, we're not waiting for it. We're not looking for it. Okay, is this working or this isn't working or whatever? We're not going into that energy because you will keep yourself stuck. Okay, you're in the energy of feeling like, you know, enjoying the moment within where he's telling you everything you want to hear. Yeah, staying attached to the future that you do want, as you know, the timeline that you do want, and seeing him coming back, offering you the security and things that you want here. So the only thing there is we're not going to get impatient, because that shows that, you know, how can you look for something you're supposed to already have? Remember, you've been taught through your mentoring and coaching, not only, you know, through readings that I've done, but from your other coaches, that everything is done within, that within is the real reality, not the 3D. That's the old script playing out. Hold your vision. Yes, exactly what they've just been telling you. Hold that vision. Okay, you don't waver from that vision. You hold that vision until it hardens into fact. Adjustments are required. I think that's just the looking or the impatience. take your focus off that. And communication is key, is how you're communicating within, how you're wanting him to communicate with you. Okay, so that inner talk, that inner what you're saying as well. Also check your Edward Art. I did see a video that he'd done the other day. I think I started to watch it but never finished watching it. But he only says what I know anyway, so. Oh, I didn't do one of these. Again, stop overthinking. It's not helping. Trust in what your heart feels and take that leap of faith, which you already know anyway. Yeah, and here we've got spending time together, date, occasion, or a social event. So going on a date, meeting up, spending time together. True love, this is the romance of a lifetime, and faith. Remember, we're having faith that what we want within will get born and show up in the physical. Just like a baby, we can't see it, but it gets born into the physical. We can see it and touch it physically. Here as well, we've got within the next 3 months. Okay, so I don't want you to see that it's going to take 3 months. Within the next 3 months, things should be back on track between you. Next week is within 3 months. Tomorrow is within 3 months. It's 3 months max. Okay, if you stay in the current energy you're in, not looking for it, not being impatient, you cannot look for something you're supposed to already have. Remember, all the techniques are to make you feel like you've already got it, that you are Lisa with it, not Lisa looking for it. Okay. And then when you do get back together again, we're not going to get impatient, or it will end up going back in the same cycle that you've just been through. Okay. So hold your vision. He will come in. Okay, things are on track. We just don't want to look for it. We want to see him only as the version we want him to be. So keep putting the work in, my lovely. Look at you sat there working. Okay, putting that work in. Focusing your vision on feeling him with you. Hearing him tell you how much he loves you. Paris, which pile for you, and which is your question regarding Pisces? Pile 4 and yes, okay. Are you back in contact? Yes, Addison is amazing. And she knows I appreciate her. Good, good, good. Okay. Okay, the first thing it's telling me here is definitely fight off those thoughts. Okay, you've come back into contact, so we don't want it going back into no contact because you've not changed your thoughts about him, how you're wanting him to show up. If he's come back and you focus back on the old version, okay, you're going to see all the same traits. It's going to go back the same way. So Spirit is telling you, fight off those thoughts and take action with your thoughts. What you think and feel about them is how they're going to show up. Okay, so make sure you're on top of your thoughts here. Again, two things Spirit are giving me on this. Focus on, he thinks the world of you, but focus on the world that you're wanting. Okay, what is your perfect ending in this? What is your goal in this? How is he treating you in your perfect world? Okay, how is he showing up? What's he saying? What's he doing? What are you doing? How are you feeling? Okay, what story are you living in? Yeah, we don't want to close the door again. Okay, we don't want the door to be locked, closed again. We don't want to have this hot and cold and in and out and going through the same old story. We want to see our end to the story now, the new story. So again, it's going to require you to put the work in. Okay, why not him? Because he's a reflection of you. What you think, if you think he's an arse, he's going to be an arse. If you think he's stubborn, he's going to be stubborn. If you think he's non-committal, he's going to be non-committed. Okay, if you think he's amazing and totally into you, he will conform to that new story. Okay, so it has to come from you because everyone is you pushed out. See yourself in that loving relationship and battle those thoughts. Okay, so that we get the new story that you do want to be seeing. Yeah, the two of you being together, okay, on the same page. So again, doing it now. Okay, everything is in the now. There is only now in time and space. Okay, the harvest, the seeds that you're planting now, the thoughts that you're having now is going to be the harvest that you reap later. Okay, tomorrow, next day, a week later, a month later. Okay, your thoughts today are your future. We've got shy, quiet, deep thinker. That might be how you see him. Okay, not all of them, might be just one of those traits. He's a deep thinker, or he's very quiet, or he's quite shy. Okay, well, we don't want to keep him as that character. You might like that character. For me, no, I want somebody a bit more livelier than that. Okay, so if you are thinking, oh, he's quite shy or he's quite quiet or whatever, don't have him keep showing up like that. Change the version of him. Change the character of him in your movie. Well, we are back in contact. The reason he was back in contact again was because he couldn't stop thinking about you, was desperate to see you. Okay, we don't, but also they're saying we don't want to go back into no contact. Okay, so we're going to keep it in place this time, they're saying. Doesn't matter if it goes back into no contact, you can get it back again. It's your reality, not his. It's got nothing to do with him. It's how you're seeing yourself and seeing him. Okay, we got 1 year plus. We don't want this going on. I feel that they're saying more. The work, what you've learnt over the last year, we don't want it repeated. So hopefully you've learnt something from the advice they've given you, they're saying, over this past year, so that this time you stay in that union as lovers together. Does that make sense? Okay, that's more the message they're giving me. Not that, you know, you're not going to get what you want for another year. I feel they're referring more to the year that you've just been through. That hopefully you've seen that when you've not changed, fight off those thoughts. Okay, fight off those thoughts. Change the story so that you're not going to have another year of this same old script. Okay, good, good, good. I certainly don't see that you have to wait another year. I feel that they really are saying, you know, what you've just been through. Like you say, you have learned a lot and you get it now. Okay, everything is done within you. So make sure that you're not thinking of him in any way that you don't want him to show back up as. But there's something here with work as well. We've got work, study, course, exams, project, hobby, self-improvement. You've been improving on yourself. Employment, promotion, own business. So it might be him, it might be you. This one as well. Yeah, not moving too fast. Okay. When it comes back in, knowing that you don't need to force anything in 3D. We don't need to fix anything or change anything. It has to be done within. And what you think will be reflected back to you. Okay, so it's just a reminder there on that. What have we got here? I've got these all over the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I can't do it like that. Blah, 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 blah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right, let's have one of these. Oh, well, there you go then. Well, that's coming in as well then. Yeah, we don't want to go back into separation. So definitely no closing the door, no going back into the old story there. So really a reminder, okay, we're not going to go back into old thinking about him as the old version. Yeah, because that's just your old fears trying to cage you again. Okay. Release it. Okay, release any old story, any unwanted versions of him. If it does pop into your head and you find in your head you're having a little argument with him about something, as we do, we think of people and we have a little argument with them, or we're telling them something, look at what you're saying. Okay, stop yourself if it's not in alignment with what you're wanting. Okay, so say you were thinking, oh, but what if he doesn't want to commit to me this time? Or what if it goes the same way? Nope. Of course he's head over heels in love with me. Of course he wants to be in a committed, solid relationship with me. Okay, change it straight away instead of letting it spiral and going back into old fears and old crap. Okay, release it. Addison, my lovely. Again, trust. Okay, trust and have faith there. Remember, your thoughts today is going to be your future. So make sure your thoughts are going to be something that you're wanting to harvest and not a crop that's crap. We don't want a crap crop. But I think, like you say, you understand it now, you get it now. Okay, so you can see when he's come back before where your thoughts went and how you got the same character showing up. We don't want that character anymore. You can't change that character. That character will always exist as that character, but you're focusing on the character that you do want, the version that you do want. Okay, even if a bit of it turns up, you just whatever. Okay, that's showing you that you have to remain within, on focused on the new version. Oh my god, he's so loving, he's so caring. Oh, you know, I'm his number one priority. We just are head over heels in love with each other. Okay, I'm all he thinks about all day long. The work, they just drew me back to that work card. The work continues every day. You know, when they are back in your life, for any of you, when you're in no contact and they do come back in, this has to be your thoughts every day. Okay, it's not just a quick fix to get what you want quickly. It's never about that. It's a complete way, different, changing the story within your head, a different way of thinking of your life and the others. Okay, because if you don't, you'll get complacent. It will go back to that other story that you didn't like. Especially when there's been history between you. And yes, Sasha, that is fine. Okay, again, everything is done within. So even if you went within and imagined that he was at the hospital with you, or you know, he's there making you cups of tea or coffee or whatever, okay, that is real. Okay, not the 3D. The 3D's already is a result of your past thoughts and assumptions and expectations. Okay, so everything within your now, your thought now is your future. Okay, not the odd thoughts. It's when you're, sometimes it is, okay, but that's only because they're in alignment with an old programming. Okay, a dominant programming within you. Okay, Addison, which pile do you want, my lovely? Which pile, Addison? Well, let's have. Okay, let's have these, but hang on a minute. Okay, this card is, she is looking out of the window, but it's not like the other card where it's looking for it. It's, she's looking knowing that she's going on holiday. Okay, she's got the holiday, she's brochure there, she's got the world there. Okay, so it's sort of that expectation, expect it. Okay, your outside is going to be your what you're expecting to see, the reflection. So what are you expecting to see? That he loves you, that he's totally into you. Okay, so it's that energy more than where is it, hurry up energy here. Being in that knowing and the conviction that it's a done deal. There's no alternative. Okay, you're not settling for anything less than what it is that you want, basically. Yeah, knowing that he's yours, okay, and that he's loyal to you here. So seeing him as yours and loyal to you. Again, there is no other story other than the story that you are together, that he only is interested in you and invested in you. Yeah, having that fun. Okay, having that inner fun, enjoying it. You know, every time I do the inner conversations or the visuals or the scripting or whatever, I know that they're not going to bring me what I want. They're not the magic. What's the magic is it's making me feel It's shifting my energy by me feeling like I'm me who has it. Okay? It's that feeling that I'm in that wish fulfilled, enjoying, in your case, his arms around you, him telling you that he's all yours, he's all in, he's so, loves you so much. He wouldn't want to be anywhere else. He's never going to leave you. Okay, that is what that is feeling. Again, having that fun. Okay, now there's two people here. So you and him having fun, what would you be doing in your day? Okay. Yeah, doing it all within. Okay, death and rebirth. In order to see the new, you've got to see the new within. It's not a face here looking out here. It's all done within your head. In order to see the changes, it has to be done within. So every time you think about him, you're not longing for him. You're not waiting for him. You're with him. You're doing things together. You're having fun together. Okay? Remember you're watching those seeds that you're planting grow. Is it going to be something you're worth picking? Okay. Focusing on the love that you've got together, not seeing yourself as separate. Okay. Pinned down by your thoughts. Remember, you've got the key right there. You're not shut out from anything. You're not left out in the cold. You've got the key to open the door to everything you want. Rewrite you. I did get your email, my lovely. I will reply when I've finished. So again, for you, hold your vision. Hold your vision. Only focusing on what you do want to be seeing, not what you don't. Let's not go anymore then. Okay, if only I'd listened to what you said. This wake-up call has helped me to understand this. But I feel that's more you. This is supposed to be from him, but it's spirit saying, you've had this wake-up call this time. Okay, from our session, you finally understood that there's nothing out there. You've been flogging the dead horse. Okay, you've been reacting rather than creating. Okay, you've been reacting rather than creating and staying in that. You've been going outside yourself, feeling shut out in the cold. Okay, so they're saying, if only you'd listened to what we said, this wake-up call, okay, has helped you to understand this. So hopefully it's helped you to understand now. And from him, I'm only attracted to you, and it's my wish to settle down. Okay? So let's have him turning up as that version and not the other version. Again, you know, the 1 year plus, we don't want this going any longer than that. Okay, we don't want it to go into another fucking year. So again, like with Paris, hopefully now you will understand that the last year has been spent with you trying to fix the 3D, trying to change that version in the 3D. You're not. You drop that version. You can't change that version. That version is in the script where the two of you aren't together. You're in the script within that where you are together, okay? Again, no focusing on third party. When there is who, I don't know. I've never seen that person before in my life. I don't know who the fuck you're on about. I don't know who that is. There's nobody like that exists in my reality or in my SP's life. Yeah, we're not going to start getting jealous or feeling possessive. Okay, we're not going to go back into that because that's where you were going. Okay, and we're not going to go back there because it doesn't get you what you want. Okay. And again, they're saying here that there's a lot hidden and things are not as they seem. Okay, so as I've said before, they're not happy together. It might be coming across as that, but it's crap. Okay, so again, we're not focused on that story anyway, because in that story, she's in it. We're not interested in that script. That was a shit script. Okay, we are only going into what we do want to be seen. Okay, and remember, there's always movement, positive movement, not yet seen. Trust and have faith. Okay. Yeah, no, you know, even though remember, you're not in separation, they're saying here. So we're not seeing the two of you now in separation or no contact or whatever, okay? You are together within. You can close your eyes and talk to him at any moment or even with your eyes open, hearing him, okay? Just like Sasha does with her person. She hears him coming in automatically, okay? Nourishing yourself as well. Okay, that's physically, mentally, and spiritually. Okay, so on all levels. Here. So hold your vision. Everything is done within. You're focusing on the loving relationship. You're seeing yourself as having fun together. Okay, as if you've walked through that door and your perfect world is there. What does it look like? You got Sasha with you or me with you. Okay, and you're going through, this is me. Oh my God, you walk in, there's a mirror right in front of you. Oh my God, look at me. I look amazing. Okay, look at my figure. Look at my hips. Look at whatever. Okay, if you're wanting to do physical changes or health changes, then you're going in, there's a group of people. Okay, just even if you can't picture it, you're not going to see it as 4D color. It's just you're going through the motions. Okay, you've got your friend with you. You get the general feeling of the room. Okay, that there's people there. You know, even with me sat here with my eyes closed now, I'm imagining people there. Okay, so here is my son. Here is my work colleagues or whatever. You know, how are you explaining this? You know, they respect me. They think I'm an amazing teacher. They blah, blah, blah. And here's my SP. Oh my God, you know, he's so in love with me. We're in a loving, committed relationship. Okay. And hear him saying, yeah, oh God, yeah, I've only got eyes for Val. Okay, etc., etc., etc. Get into that feeling. What would you be hearing him say? What would you be doing? How would you be feeling? We're not doing anything in 3D. So stay within. Yes. Good, good, good. No third party. Don't know who that is. Never seen that person in my life. Don't know who the fuck you're on about. Okay? Keep going, my lovely. Keep going. Right then, my lovelies. Gotta go. Hope this has all helped you. Rewrite you. I will definitely go and answer your email next. Hope this has helped. Thank you, Addison, for being a wonderful moderator. Thank you, Neela, as well. If you're still hanging around. Hope all your readings have helped. Don't forget you can go and timestamp them to remind you where to look back and listen to the reading again. Thank you all. Love and light.